to shift your finances in regards to energy, metaphysics, and mindset. This is going to be the first workshop that I'm doing in the Money and Metaphysics Masterclass series for 2024. It's a new year. I'm hopping in here on my computer so I can see all of the comments and everything, and I'm pulling up my notes. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm very excited about this class because talking about money and finances at the top of the year is one of my favorite things. I know a lot of people are setting those New Year goals, those New Year resolutions, and overall, we all want to improve our well-being. A lot of people have a different perspectives on like capitalism and the different isms and things like that. But all in all, I think that your overall well-being is directly influenced by your financial well-being. When your finances are not in order, when your money is not in order, then you can't live the way that you want to live. You don't have the freedom, the flexibility, the fun that you want to have. You can't take off from work when you want to take off. You can't go have fun with your friends. You don't get to choose more easily where you want to live. You may live in the hood. You may live in the ghetto. You may just be living in a place where you don't want to be. You may be couch surfing, living with your mom and dad. Maybe you have birthdays and Christmas where there are no gifts and things just in your life aren't exactly the way you want to be. When you do have that financial well-being, you have all of the freedom to go where you want and make the moves that you want to make, hang out, have fun. They say you have to pay the cost to be the boss. Well, you have to have the money to pay it if you want to be the boss. So I thought that at the top of the year, it would be great for us all to get our finances and our money together. So I'm bringing back the Money and Metaphysics Masterclass series. I'm going to give you more information on that in a minute. But tonight I do have 5 ways to shift your finances. So go ahead and grab a pen and some paper or your notes, notebooks, tablets, recording devices, whatever you're going to need, because you don't want to miss this information. I want you to be taking notes. And as I'm giving you the thinking points and the prompts, I want you to really think about how you can customize this information to you. But of course, before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and go through housekeeping. So let me pull my notes up while you all are getting set up as well. And let's get started. Housekeeping item number 1 is going to be interaction. As I'm going through the content and the information, if you are here live, if you're popping in live, go ahead and interact with me. You know, that additional feedback, that commentary, the conversation always adds to the energy. Perhaps someone will say something or ask something that I didn't think of when I was planning out the workshop, and it will allow me to give more information. If you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and leave your comments and your questions below, and I always make sure that I respond to each and every one. I want to make sure that everyone who comes to my workshops, that you get exactly what you need. Housekeeping item number 2 is going to be sharing. Sharing is caring. We're not stingy with this information. We're giving it out. So if you know someone, if you have been conversing with a friend, you all are talking about how you want to get your money together, how you want to get your money right, you want to improve your finances, manifest some more money, manage your money better, change your money mentality, go ahead and share this video with that friend. They're going to love it. I already know. Let's see, the Money and Metaphysics Masterclass series. I'm going to put that information in the description box below. This is my course and I have discounted it. It's originally $149.99 and I brought it all the way down to $55.55. And there's also an option where you can split that $55.55 into 4 interest-free installments. I know we're talking about money and getting your money together, so I don't want that to be an issue or a reason why you can't get the resources that you need. In the actual masterclass series, it contains more than 10 hours of content and information regarding finances. It gives you both practical and metaphysical tips. It's structured as a 4-week course. Each week has 3 steps and there are 3 components. The first one is restructuring your finances. I'm going to help you get down the nitty gritty, figure out what's coming in, what's going out. But the big thing you want to take away is I'm going to help you set up an automatic savings structure. I personally don't like the B word, budgets haven't really worked out for me. So I stayed in my lane, and I want to give you information and tips and tools that I know work. For me, setting up a financial structure where I will have the money that I need and the other money is automatically saved on the back end has immensely helped me save thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars without even thinking about it. So I want to set you up with that. The second thing is money and metaphysics. And we're going to go through your money story, your money beliefs, and we're going to start talking about that this evening to figure out what's going on with your thoughts, beliefs, and patterns of behavior and how you can shift those in order to bring you more money and to maintain the money and keep the money that comes in. And then the last section is money manifestation. So I'm going to teach you a Tibetan technique for money manifestation that you probably never even heard of. I tried to pull from my resources to give you some new tools. I know a lot of people know about things like crystals and positive affirmations and gratitude or appreciation journaling in regards to manifestation. You see, I have a lot of books here and I have a lot of information on the law of attraction. You may have heard of The Secret and books like that, but I wanted to just bring you something new, something refreshing. There are tons of additional resources in the class. There are bonus classes such as how to increase your money through forgiveness. There's a 21-day hypnosis to help you reprogram your mind towards financial well-being and financial abundance. So go ahead and take a look at the curriculum and all of the information in the description box below. Oh, I'm over here running my mouth and I forgot to. For the people who are here live or who are catching this in the chat live, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the links in the chat for you like I always do. I almost forgot. So I'm dropping this one in the chat right now for you. It is through my Teachable School. And then the last resource that I have for you is Sacred Sunday Space and the Dark Art Self-Care series through Patreon. I've actually been restructuring my Patreon and how I'm doing it. So you're going to get tons and tons of additional resources in there for self-care and personal development. I'm adding in Patreon exclusive guided meditations, yoga nidras, EFT sessions, journaling activities, all that good stuff. I am also going to start giving all of my Patreon members a 10% discount on anything that you want from HIYERAlignment.com all throughout the month. And I am taking requests from my Patreon subscribers for resources for subliminal affirmations or positive affirmations, guided meditations, yoga nidras, whatever you need. So you all know you can look in the playlist section on my channel. I have tons of resources for you, and a lot of those resources come from you all. I want to make sure that you're coming to Higher Alignment and getting the resources and getting the tools that you actually need. So in this way, I can support you better. Okay, so let me go ahead and drop that link as well. Everything is going to be included in the description box below. If this is your first time here, allow me to briefly introduce myself. My name is Aaron. I am a certified life coach, mindfulness and meditation practitioner, and mindset guru. And I'm here to give you the tips, tools, and techniques that you can use in order to create a positive shift and transformation in your life. Today is the first workshop of 2024. Once again, we're kicking it off right at the top of the year, talking about money and how to get your money right. So I wanted to give you 5 tips, 5 ways to shift out of survival mode and into thrival mode. So let's go ahead and jump in and get started. Once again, if you haven't grabbed your pen and paper, your notebook, whatever you need, you might want to go ahead and pause this video and go ahead and grab that. The first thing I want to talk about, though, is survival mode and thrival mode. I want you to figure out where you are. This is a wide spectrum, but it's important for you to understand where you are, where you want to be, and how you can get there. You know, that's going to be your roadmap. So let's talk about survival mode. Survival mode is literally living in fear. When we're talking about your finances and your well-being and your safety and your security, this is living in fear when you're in survival mode because you don't have enough. You don't have enough to ground yourself. You don't have enough to support yourself. You don't have enough to nourish yourself and perhaps those around you. If you have dependency, if you have kids, if you have other people who live with you, if you have pets, most of the common things that you hear people say are phrases like, I'm broke, I don't have enough money, I'm living check to check, I never have enough. These are phrases that people use when they're in that survival mode because they don't have enough. You may not feel like you have enough. And then thrival mode, when you're thriving, someone told me that Joe Dispenza said that if you are not creating, then you're in survival mode. If you're not able to create, then you're in survival mode. And I can kind of get jiggy with that. I can kind of get with that. I think that free creation means that you have your basic needs taken care of so that you have the freedom, the flexibility, the fun, the inspiration to be able to focus on other things outside of just your basic needs. So when you're living in a thriving mode of existence, you are more creative, you are more fun, you're living in abundance, you have what you need, if not more than what you need, and everything that overflows saturates all areas of your life. It hits all the people who are around you, all the people who come in contact with you. They can literally feel this energy that you are not just surviving in life, you are thriving in life. You have the freedom to go where you want. You have the freedom to go on vacation. When your friends say, let's go to brunch or let's go to lunch or let's go to dinner, you don't have to say, oh no, I don't have it, or I don't have enough, or you don't have to worry about, robbing Peter to pay Paul or anything like that. So as I'm starting to outline this for you, I want you to really think about like where you are in life. Do you find that you are more in survival mode, or do you find that you are more in a thriving state of existence, creativity, freedom, flexibility, abundance? I'm going to give you a moment. You all know, if you've been here before, I love to give self-exploration activities and prompts to help you just take the information that I'm giving you and make it more fitting for you. So the first thing I want you to do is go ahead and think about your finances, your money, your well-being, how you feel about those things in life. And I want you to write down 3 to 4 words that characterize your current money situation. I'm going to give you a moment. I want you to write down 3 to 4 words. These could be phrases, these could be characteristics. It could be even longer than that. It could be 3 to 4 things that you are currently going through, or when you think about your money and your finances, what comes to the forefront of your mind. Take a few moments and go ahead and write down 3 to 4 words or 3 to 4 points. This is starting you out with where you are. The first thing I told you, you need to know where you are. So go ahead and do that for me. Not even for me, go ahead and do it for yourself. And if you need to pause the video to take more time, you most certainly can. Hello, Miss Gordon, the emotional health expert. If you all don't know Miss Jessica Gordon, she is the baddest black hypnotherapist in the game. So you definitely have to check her out. I know one day we're going to be going live together and giving some good information and content. So I can't wait to have her on the channel. Once again, if you all are watching this live, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and share it with a friend, family member, or loved one. The next thing that I want you to do, I want you to write down 3 to 4 words or phrases or aspects about where you want to be financially. This could be how much money you want to make. This could be even not directly related to money. It could just be experiences that you want to have. If you want to have that freedom, like what do you feel like when you are in that place of thriving? What will it look like? What will it look like for you? How will you know that you're there? What characteristics do you ascribe to the thriving mode of living when you reflect and think about yourself and put yourself in that situation. This is important because once again, you want to know where you are and where you want to be. A lot of people don't identify where they want to be. They'll just say, I want more money. But what does that actually look like for you? If we're talking about systematic goals, if we're talking about the law of attraction and manifestation, if we're talking about self-care and personal development, all three of those aspects, it doesn't matter. You always hear be specific. It's important to be specific with the law of attraction and manifestation. Where attention goes, energy flows. So you want to have your mind on where you want to be so that your energy flows there. With goal achievement and personal development and self-transformation, you want to make sure that you have identified what that finish line is so that you know when you get there. Okay, so think about where you are, write a few words down that characterize that, and then where you want to be. Write a few words or write a few key points down that characterize that situation. Okay. Now, catching you up just a little bit more, let's talk about metaphysics, metaphysical reality and physical reality and how these relate to one another, because this information is going to be very, very important in order for you to understand the entire series that I am going through. Side note, I am also going to drop what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I am going to give you a free 2-hour intro to money and metaphysics. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find my intro to money and metaphysics class. It's 2 hours long and it contains a lot of in-depth information about what I'm going to be going over in just a moment. So if you are serious about getting your money energy, your money mindset, your money, your finances, your financial well-being together, go ahead and take a look at that workshop. I'm going to make sure that I put it in the description box below. Okay. And I'm going to give it to you for the free $99. But quickly, let's talk about metaphysical reality and physical reality and how these relate to one another. And, you know, why does this even matter? When it comes to metaphysics and energy here on Higher Alignment, what I detail these as is energy is going to be your thoughts, beliefs, and in a way, your patterns of behavior. Your thoughts and beliefs, clearly, these aren't physical. These are energetic. They aren't tangible. Your thoughts and your beliefs lead to your actions and your behaviors. So if you believe a certain thing very strongly, when you get presented with a certain situation in life, then you're either going to go towards that or you're going to go away from it, depending on what your belief system is, depending on what you want. But that movement toward or away from something, it happens through your action. Repetitive actions over and over and over become your habits. And your habits grouped together make up your lifestyle. So when we talk about money and finances and financial well-being, I'm pretty sure you all are familiar with the terms wealth mentality, poor mentality, a wealth lifestyle, a poor lifestyle. This is Metaphysics 101. If you have negative limiting thoughts and beliefs that are deeply ingrained in your body, deeply ingrained in your mind, you're going to behave from that place. What comes to my mind is think about how many people you hear about who win the lottery and they get all this money, thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars, and then they're back broke again. A lot of people are like, oh, you know, if I can just hit the lottery, if I can win the lottery, then I'm going to be good. Not necessarily. A lot of people get good jobs. And because of their mindset, because of their mentality, because of their actions, their behavior, they're not able to keep that job. They're not able to live in that state of thriving because they only have a mindset and the energy of surviving. That's all they can relate to. So you have your thoughts and your beliefs that make up your metaphysical reality. Your actions, your behaviors, your habits, we're going to call this the crossroad, because those lead to the physical manifestations. That leads to the dollars in your bank account. That leads to the digits on the screen. That leads to you being able to start your own business or to move up the ladder in your job. That leads you to being able to start your side hustle. And that can also lead you to just spending up all your money. That can lead you to complaining and reacting and responding in a way that causes you to lose money, that causes you not to be able to hold on to money, that pushes money away from you. Okay? So think about your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, your patterns of behavior. Those things really, really, really do matter. You could come across some money, you could win the lottery, you could find money on the ground, and you could have it one moment and lose it the next moment. Your financial well-being isn't just about acquiring money. It's about holding on to it. It's about managing it well. And that acquiring money, that holding on to money, that money management, the money beliefs and patterns of behavior and thoughts, that's what's going to shift you from survival mode into thrival mode. And even think about this. I'm getting into the 5 points in just a moment. Even think about this. People who don't have the money and then they get the money and they do make that shift. The money comes after the shift, not before the shift. So what is that transformation? What is that shift? What is that change? What is that actually characterized by? What is the transformation process? It's in here and it's in here. Okay, so that's what you want to get. You want to get this and you want to get this together, and this will come, guaranteed. Okay. So what I want you to do really quickly is write down on your paper or your notebook or in your journal, write down 1, 2, 3 phrases that you heard about money. Perhaps you heard it from your mother, your father, grandmother, grandfather, teachers, whoever, when you were a child. What were things about money that were impressed upon you? I'm going to give you just a moment because I don't want to put any ideas in your mind. I am going to give you some examples, but I'm going to give you just a moment to go ahead and write those down. If you're smelling what I'm stepping in, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Going to give you just maybe 15 more seconds. And if you need some more time, of course, you can pause the video and then, replay it whenever you need. So some of the things that I often heard was money doesn't grow on trees. How many of us have heard that phrase? Or, a lot of people, especially in the Black, the Hispanic community, you always hear this phrase, do you have McDonald's money? A lot of kids, when they drive past, the parents are driving past McDonald's, they're like, ooh, can we go to McDonald's? They're like, we got McDonald's at home. Do you have McDonald's money? All of these types of phrases are clearly a mindset of lack, saying that we don't have enough to stop at McDonald's, or we don't have enough to get this, or we don't have enough to get that. A phrase that I often heard as well is that you have to work hard for your money. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like working hard for money. I want my money to flow to me easily, naturally, harmoniously. I don't want it to be hard. I do not want it to be difficult. And for you, I don't want it to be hard. I don't want it to be difficult. I want money to flow to you easily, naturally, and harmoniously, because your energy is calling the money to you and it literally can't resist you. The money is chasing you. You're not chasing the money's chasing you. So I have 5 shifts that you can make in your mindset. You can start getting these things together right now. And it does not require you to have thousands or millions or even hundreds. It doesn't require you to have any money in the bank account, and it will draw the money to you. Okay, it's going to draw the money to you. So I'm going to roll through them. The first one that I have for you is the energy of laziness. The energy of laziness. Go ahead and write that down. A lot of people are not able to make money, are not able to manage money, are not able to hold on to money because of the metaphysical energy of laziness that pervades their existence, that they are steeped in, that results in thoughts, beliefs, and patterns of behavior that keep them in survival mode. A lot of people are too lazy to look at their finances, or they think it's boring, or they don't want to deal with that. A lot of people don't want to balance their checkbook. We don't even, have checkbooks like that anymore. But a lot of people don't want to look at their bank accounts or their bank statements at the end of the month. A lot of people don't want to put strategies and goals and techniques into place in order to improve their financial well-being. And being honest, is because they're lazy. But they want the money. You want the money. You don't want to do the work, but you want the money. You see how those two things don't go together. So when you allow the energy of laziness to come over you and you act from this place of laziness, you call in the work, you don't show up on time. Once again, you're not looking at your money. You're not managing your money. You're being very frivolous. This is going to keep you in survival mode. So the energy of laziness leads to excuses and self-sabotage. That also keeps you in survival mode. You're not able to thrive if you're constantly making excuses on why you can't look at your bank account, why you can't do this, why you can't do that. And the excuses include the phrases like, well, I don't have enough, or I'm too broke, or this, that, and the other. A lot of people are like, even the course is it's going to make a big difference in your life if you grab that Money and Metaphysics course. And once again, I made it easily accessible for you. I've lowered the price, made it so that you can break it down. But a lot of people are going to be too lazy, are going to have so many excuses on why they can't invest. You're not investing in me, you're investing in you. And a lot of people are going to say, I want the money, I want financial well-being, I want to improve my well-being, but they're going to be too lazy to get the course. And some people are going to get the course and they're going to be too lazy to go through the entire course. Don't be that person. You do not want to be that person. By the 6 months of working on your finances can literally change your life, especially if you do the program the way that I have outlined it, especially that first part, restructuring your finances. It really is like a set it and forget it type of thing. You set it up and you let it flow, you let it roll, and you continue living your life, okay? That's the first thing, the energy of laziness. You want to transform that, you want to shift that, you want to leave that in the past year and move forward out of survival mode into a thriving mode of existence, okay? The second shift that I want you to make, is getting out of the energy of fear. Fear is the predominant energy, the predominant emotion that characterizes living and existing in survival mode. So if you want to get out of survival mode, you need to let go of the fear, okay? I'm looking at my notes to make sure I don't forget anything. Talking about things like finances and shifting your financial energy, shifting things about your money can be scary, because money is a means to an end. Money is not an end in itself. Some people think that money is an end in itself, but even that comes from a scarcity mindset, trying to hold on because you're so used to being in lack and living in lack. So you flip to the other extreme. That doesn't help either. That just furthermore underscores that you feel, think, believe, and act from a place of I don't have enough. You're still in that survival mode. But that fear doesn't always immediately go away. It's a process, okay? But what you can do is use the fear and don't let it use you. So I have two things that I want you to think about. Two more prompts, two more journaling activities, two more things I want to give you that I want you to think about to help you navigate this portion, okay? Think about the first thing is I want you to think about is, what is the best thing that can happen to me if I shift my finances, if I get my money together, if I move from survival mode into a thriving mode of existence? What is the best thing that can happen to me? How will my life change? Think about that and write a few points down. Once again, you can pause the video right here, go ahead and take some notes, and then replay the video. The second thing that I want you to think about, and this is where that fear is going to come in. I want you to use it. I don't want you to let the fear use you. I want you to use the fear. fear is a powerful energy, and that energy can be alchemized. It can be transformed into something greater. What I want you to think about, though, is what is the worst thing that can happen to me if I do not make a shift in my finances? Does this mean that I can't go on vacation? Does this mean that I cannot provide for my basic needs? Does this mean that I'm going to be evicted from my house or my apartment? Does this mean that I won't be able to provide for my children and the people who are depending on me? Does it mean that even when my finances get so low, I have a job, but I'm not able to get to the job because I can't afford transportation? My car is going to get repoed. I don't have gas. My insurance has lapsed. Think about what are the negative things that can happen to you and your life if you don't make that shift, if you don't get out of survival mode. This is called positive motivation and negative motivation. Sometimes that positive motivation is enough for people. They're like, you know what? Thank you so much, Ms. Gordon. Ms. Gordon said, this is good. I'm glad it's good to you. Some people are like, you know what? I want to go on vacation. I want to have that freedom. I want to have that flexibility. I want to have that fun. And that's enough for them. That's enough for them to say, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it. But let's be real. That's not enough. That's not enough for a lot of people. And that may not be enough for you. You know who I'm talking to. It may be you. You have already thought those things for the past year, past 2 years, past 3 years, and you're still in survival mode. You're still succumbing to the energy of laziness. You're still succumbing to the energy of fear. So what can you do? You can think about the worst things. Well, dang, I'm going to get evicted. I don't want that to happen, so I guess I better get my stuff together. Dang, I've been hungry for a few days now. How hungry do you have to be to figure out that you don't want to be hungry anymore? I'm not going to be able to provide for the individuals who depend on me. You know, there are people who depend on me for their survival, for their well-being. And I don't want to let them down. I can't let them down. Perhaps you need a little bit more oomph, and you need a little bit more power, and you need a little bit more fear. Wholesome fear, healthy fear. Use the energy of fear. Don't let the fear use you. Reiterate the same thing that I said in the energy of laziness. Fear, when you succumb to it, it leads to excuses and self-sabotage. Eliminate the excuses, eliminate the self-sabotage, okay? If that makes sense, for the people who are in here, can you go ahead and drop me a number 3? Let me see if I can get a little bit of interaction. Go ahead and drop me a number 3 in the comment section. If you have points number 1, if you have points number 2, if you've written down the notes of everything that I've gone over so far, if it makes sense for you, go ahead and drop me a number 3 and let me know that you are ready for the third point. The third way that I have for you to be able to shift your finances, to shift your financial energy, to move out of survival mode and into thriving. We're leaving. It's now 2024. It is January 4th, 2024, and we're leaving surviving in 2023. We're leaving the fear in 2023. We're leaving the laziness in 2023. And in 2024, we're moving into a new lane, into a new place. Okay? Thank you for those 3s. I appreciate it. The third way that you can shift your finances, improve your financial well-being, get out of survival mode and move into thriving is going to be to eliminate distractions. Another word for eliminating distractions, what I like to think about is priorities. A lot of people have their priorities all messed up. You are in credit card debt. You are not able to make ends meet. You are not able to have the basic things that you need in life, but you're too busy worried about keeping up with the Joneses, going out to parties, buying other people gifts and presents and doing this and doing that to impress people, but you don't have it together yourself. That keeps you in surviving mode. You're not able to get to a place where you have the financial abundance, the financial well-being, if you are mismanaging your energy, if you are succumbing to distractions, if you do not have your priorities in order. There are a lot of people who I know and know of who go out and buy fancy schmancy cars, but are not able to take care of their basic needs. There are a lot of people who I know and who I know of who are out buying Louis, Gucci, Prada, but have an empty refrigerator. It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. You want to live in that thriving mode, and that's perfectly okay. Thriving does mean freedom, fun, flexibility. That does mean, luxury. If you want it to mean luxury, it doesn't have to mean luxury, and luxury can mean different things to different people. But when you don't have the basic things taken care of, and you're trying to impress other people, you're trying to live a life and live a lifestyle that you can't maintain, that does not make the thriving mode come to you. That keeps you stuck in survival mode. You have to get your priorities in order. You have to eliminate the distractions. And that means having a goal, having a plan. That's what we're talking about now. At the beginning, I told you to write down where you are, write down where you want to be so that you can learn how to bridge the gap. Once again, if you want to bridge that gap and you want everything laid out, planned out for you, go ahead and grab the Money and Metaphysics Masterclass. There's information, there's an entire classes, and there's more than 10 hours worth of content and material in there. There's literally a class on credit repair. There's a class on credit card management, how to manage your credit cards better, how to go on vacation and live that lifestyle that you want using only your credit card rewards and your credit card rewards points. If you don't qualify for a credit card, I show you how to get all of that together. Show you how to restructure your finances, show you how to bring more money in and keep the money. That way, the things that you want, the luxury, the freedom, the flexibility, you're not skipping over the basics, and you can get to that place and actually stay in that place. Okay, you can get to that place and stay in that place because that's where you truly are. You're not faking the funk. You're not being phony and funny. It's your actual lifestyle, and it's lasting. It's permanent for you, okay? So if that makes sense, let's go ahead and move on to number 4. I have 5 of them for you, and like I said, we're going to roll through them. This one is similar to the one that I just gave you information on, and this one is this tip is focus. You really want to be focused. You really, really do. Focus and distraction. When you are distracted, when you're not focused, you mismanage your money, you mismanage your time, you mismanage your energy. How many times I said, I know I said at the beginning, don't work hard, work smart. There are a lot of people, sometimes you're going to have to work hard before you can work smart. That's a part of the process as well. But what I'm thinking of is people who have jobs and you show up late every time. You have an opportunity to make more money and you don't seize that opportunity for whatever reason. Maybe you are so tired that you can't get yourself up. You can't get yourself out of the house. That mismanagement of time, money, and energy can also lead to things like depression and anxiety. A lot of us have felt depressed and anxious and just mentally, emotionally out of balance when your money isn't right. So we want to be focused. We want to be focused, and we want to be relaxed. Living in thriving in a thriving state of existence allows you flexibility, allows you to be relaxed. And you can be focused and you can be relaxed, but you have to eliminate the distractions. You have to have a plan. You can't mismanage your money. You can't mismanage your time. You can't mismanage your energy. Okay. And this also means being committed. A lot of people I know are going to be watching this workshop. I hope that you feel inspired. My goal here today is for you to leave here inspired to make that change. But what you need to do after that inspiration is you need to be committed. Don't just talk the talk. You need to walk the walk. If you say you're going to put a plan in place, put it in place. If you say you're going to do X, Y, or Z, do it. If you say you're going to show up, show up. Don't show up late. Don't show up half-assed. Do it how it needs to be done. That way you can do it and get it over with, and you can move from surviving into thriving. Be committed, be focused, okay? And the fifth way, the fifth shift, the fifth point, the fifth transformation that I have for you is about power. Power. Money and power go hand in hand together. We're not talking about external power. We're not talking about false power. We're not talking about power over people or being manipulative or being cunning or things like that. We're talking about internal power. We're talking about personal power. When you have your money right, you don't have to listen to everybody else. You get to do what you want to do. You don't have to follow everybody else's rules. You make your own rules. You are in your own lane. You don't have to answer to other people. You don't have to acquiesce. You have that power within you. When you don't have your money right, you give your power away. Now you are at the mercy of other individuals if they will loan you money, if they will do X, Y, or Z for you. You are at the mercy of, going to, other resources, going to get like the payday loans and having to pay things back. You just keep getting behind and behind and behind. You want that personal power within yourself. Power also means confidence. When you have the money, it's not about gloating. It's not about fronting. It's not about pride. It's not about putting yourself on. It's about that deep internal confidence that I have the ability to make the moves in life that I want to make, when I want to make them, how I want to make them. That's power. That's being able to support yourself, to be able to support support others around you, because we all need a community. We all need a support system. When you support others and you're able to genuinely support them, they're going to support you. When you are able to give blessings, when you have the power, we're talking about power. When you have the power to give blessings, you also have the power to receive blessings, and they're going to come to you so frequently, so easily, so naturally, so harmoniously. They're going to just flow in nonstop. And what does that lead to? Abundance, prosperity, freedom, fun, flexibility, thriving mode of existence. Okay. So the 5 points I want to review them really quickly. The energy of laziness. I want you to transform that. I want you to get out of the laziness. I want you to let that go. Do not make excuses. Let go of the self-sabotage. The fear. Let go of the fear. And if you can't completely let go of the fear, use the fear. Don't let it use you. Use that fear. Do not let it use you. Fear is a power. Fear stops a lot of people. But fear can take you places where you never thought you could go. Distraction. Be focused. Have your priorities in order. Have your priorities in order. Stop trying to do things that are going to continuously put you to behind because you want it now. What you need to do is make those adjustments, make the transformation, make the shift now, and then you can eliminate the distractions. Okay? Get your priorities in order. Focus. You want to have a plan. You want to manage your money, manage your time, manage your energy, and you want to be committed. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you say you're going to do it, or if you say you're going to be I'm stuttering, y'all. If you say you're going to be someplace at Monday at 6 p.m., you need to be there. How you do your money is how you do your life. How you do your life is how you do your money. And you notice this. Look around, look at the people around you. The people who have the money and who have the power, who say that they're going to do something, they do it. The people who don't have the money, who don't have the power, they say they're going to do something, and then they give themselves tons of excuses to not do that. They give themselves tons of excuses to show up late, or to not show up at all, or to not be committed. How is that going to benefit you? Your money will be late. Your money will be funny. Your money will not be committed to you. Your money will not stay with you. Your money is going to go to the person who is committed and who is focused. If you're not committed and focused, your money's not going to be committed and focused either. And power. Put your personal power back in yourself. Stop putting things on other people. Put it back in you. put that power, that confidence, that ability to make those moves back in yourself and do what you need to do when you need to do it, how you need to do it, then you don't have to answer to nobody. You can make your own rules. You can be in your own lane. When you have these 5 components, when you have these 5 things handled, money has no choice but to come to you. The abundance has no choice but to flow in. The prosperity has no choice but to come to you, because money, abundance, and prosperity love a person who is in alignment. They love a person who is committed. They love a person who is focused. They love a powerful individual. They love a person whose energy screams, I have it under control, and it's a relaxed, easy, focused control. You notice people who are living in survival mode, they are chaotic. I mean chaotic. They're running around. They're always complaining. Help me, help me, help me. That's an externalization of power. Not saying that it's a good thing to ask for help, but you have to know there's a fine line. If you always asking for help, if you can't help yourself and you can't help other people, that's literally survival mode. Thriving means that I ask for help when I need it. I'm not afraid to ask for help. And when other people need help, I'm good. And I'm so good that I'm able to give it to them easily, naturally, and harmoniously. I don't even need nothing back, you know? Does anybody have any questions about any of the information that we have gone over? If you are here live, you can drop me some questions in the chat. You can also drop me a number 8 if you don't have any questions. If you were able to pick up what I'm putting down, if you were able to smell what I'm stepping in. Don't forget, I have those resources for you in the description box as well as in the chat. Go ahead and check out the Money and Metaphysics Masterclass series. More than 10 hours of content, activities, exercises, information, a workbook that goes in depth over everything that you need. Tons and tons of additional resources for you. Guided meditations, EFT sessions, all of that good stuff to help you get your energy right, get your money right, both metaphysically, practically. We're not just talking. I know a lot of people are like, money, energy, money, energy, money, energy. At the end of the day, we want the dollars in the bank account, and we want the dollars in our hand. We want the money in our pocket, and that's what I want for you as well. So I'm not gonna give you a whole bunch of fluff and stuff that is just so woo-ju juju that you don't actually get to where you want to be. This course is going to get you exactly where you want to be. And you can just click on the link and take a look at the curriculum and see what's in there. You'll be able to see the curriculum. You'll be able to see what each class in the series. There are multiple classes. There's got to be at least a minimum of 12 in the series. There are a minimum of 12, probably more than that, because there are also bonus workshops, okay? Okay, I'm seeing those 8s. They are flowing up the screen. I very, very much appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and head out of here. If you all are following me on Instagram and you do have any questions about anything that I've gone over, if you want to work with me, I also have a free 20-minute discovery call. If you're really like, you know what, I really want to get my finances together and I would love Erin's help to really customize a program for me to hold me accountable, to hold my hand each step of the way and make sure that I get where I want to be. Come on, I'm ready for you, and I'm here to serve you, okay? I'm going to go ahead and head out of here. I'm going to see you all back. Actually, next Thursday is the new moon, Thursday, January 11th. So I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be hosting a new moon ceremony. I'm going to put the link to that in the description box as well. If you are following me on Instagram, if you tap the link in my bio and go to the Easy Tree, then you're going to see the invitation to the new moon ceremony. It's going to be live through Zoom. We're going to do meditation, yoga nidra. I'm going to have a mini workbook for you. We're going to do goal setting. We're going to create a sankalpa. I'm going to help you create your own program for it. And you can even say, you know what, for the next moon cycle, you want to get your money together. Perfect time. You harness the energy of the new moon in order to put those goals and those intentions together. Come on, I'm gonna help you out. Let me see. I saw a comment. It ran real fast. Let me switch over here to my computer and read the comments. If it's gonna switch my tabs, Jessica said, I feel attacked and inspired. This is the year for financial change for me. It is. It is the year for financial change and transformation and abundance and prosperity. I'm speaking it over you, but you have to speak it over yourself, and you've already done that. So everybody take Miss Gordon's lead, okay? Profound ways of thinking said, I have to go back and look at what you put down. I came in late, but I appreciate your shower meditations. Oh, thank you. Profound ways of thinking. There is an abundance and prosperity shower meditation as well. So you all may be interested in checking that out. Profound ways of thinking. I really appreciate you coming on in and checking things out. If you have any questions, you can always leave them below this video, this live workshop, and I will be here to help you. I'm going to update the description box it's probably going to take me 15 minutes after I end the live, and I'm going to get everything good to go for you all. I hope that you all enjoyed this information and that you feel inspired to make that change and to move out. Y'all, we're not doing survival mode anymore. Please let the survival mode go. I know I can be a little rough sometimes, so Jessica said, I feel attacked. I'm attacking you because I want the best for you. I know you deserve it, and you know you deserve it. Get out of that energy of laziness. Get out of that energy of fear. Get out of that energy of distraction and not being committed and externalizing your power. Get in alignment, because the money is here for you. They make money every day. They make more and more and more money every day. It's literally people out here who sell their dirty socks and dirty underwear and get paid. And it's probably not even real dirty socks and dirty underwear. They're probably just going to Dollar Tree and, wearing them socks for 5 minutes and sending them out. There are people out here who are doing all kinds of stuff and making so much money. If I don't know how to inspire you any more than that, then letting you know that there are people who are literally laying in their bed. I know the mukbangs. There are people who are over here eating crab legs and chicken wings and as much food as they're more food than their body can handle, and they are getting paid, baby. They're getting paid. Don't you want to be paid? Don't you want to be thriving? Let the survival go. Let's do it, y'all, okay? 2024 is your year. Go ahead and check out that Money and Metaphysics Masterclass series, and I'm going to be back the week after next, and I'm going to give you some more information, okay? If you need me, you know where to find me, and I'll catch you all later.